Hi guys, welcome to Beyond Realms. This is the first episode of Beyond Talks, and I have with me my dear friend Bhuvan. Hi Bhuvan, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Raghav. To our viewers, welcome to Beyond Realms.
Yeah. Before we get into the topic, I want to let you and the viewers know that I have this issue. So I have my phone. My phone is lying on the table or in my pocket. I take it out. No message, no notification, no calls, nothing. I don't hear anything. I don't feel anything. I take it out. I unlock it. I look at it. I put it back. I lock it and I put it back. 5 seconds later, I do the same thing. Again, no message, no calls, no notifications, no vibrations, nothing. Yet I do it 5 seconds later and I put it back again. I don't know why I did it. I don't know what led me to do it. No reason. And I don't even think about it. But recently, I have started thinking, why am I doing this? Is there a bigger psychological question that needs to be answered? I could see many people also facing the same issues. I don't think I'm the only one. So I thought, okay, why not discuss the hidden meaning, or there is a bigger question that needs to be asked in this sense. What do you think about it?
Thank you, Raghav. Actually, you're not alone. Let me tell you that it has happened with me several times. I picked up the phone. I just don't remember why I had done that. Instead of doing what I intended to do, I started doing so many other things, and then I just keep reflecting on myself what happened, why did this happen. So before we delve deep into the topic, what I would like to tell you is it's my perception, it's our perception. What I feel is that it has a deeper meaning to it. We normalize it because it is happening frequently, but in my opinion it is not normal. It is, see, when what does phone represent here? Phone actually is not the problem. Phone represents connection, your distraction, your relief, escape, sometimes reassurance. Phone represents all of this, but what it means to you, see, this isn't about the productivity, it's not about the addiction, it is something quieter, something psychological, I would say. We keep doing it. I would like to touch upon this particular topic. I feel micro boredom is one of the things. We are not aware anymore how to deal with this. These pauses we have, these are micro boredom where we are left doing nothing for, let's say, 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Suddenly we pick up a phone, we look at a notification, we check out our mails, or we just mindlessly we scroll. So I feel that we are just trying to fill something, not necessarily the time, but it is the mental gap.
I mean, it's interesting that you point it as a micro boredom, if I put it right. I say that the reason we use phone in those micro boredom phases is because the phone, we just don't look at the phone as just a piece of electronic device. I think it's what the phone represents for the individual. It's a connection, a distraction, a relief. We look at the phone as an escape, and sometimes I would even go to say it's probably reassuring to look at it. So the phone is a symbol here. It's not just a device where you can call or message or something. It's a symbol. It stands for something. And when I think about the places I use it, or I do it, it's mostly, let's say, when I'm waiting in a waiting for a lift, or when I'm inside the
True.
lift. That's probably a very important place where I do it. The reason I say important is because I do it 5-6 times a day. I use a lift 5-6 times a day, so it happens there. Then when I'm waiting in a queue, I do it. When I have, when I know that I'm alone in a place and there are people around me, and I want to fill that silence with something else, and that silence is not physical; it's mental. I could feel that I'm doing it quite recently because I have become conscious about this. I know that I'm doing it, yet I'm helping myself to it because I want to fill that silence, mental silence, if I can put it that way.
Very true, Raghav. Actually, we are just trying to fill something, that void, and it is completely unacceptable. We have normalized it so much that we go past this. All it takes is just we pause. Let's say you had to, nowadays, we hardly use our watches sometimes, yeah. We take out our phone just to check time, but we end up doing so many other things. So there is a underlying problem. I completely believe in that. It's just that we are not aware of it. So it is, at the end of the day, it is not a decision you're making to pick up your phone and look at it at certain intervals of time. It is the habit. You're so habituated doing such things, it becomes the new normal, which is not true. I'll also like to touch upon one more thing. Earlier, I was facing this when I was using the mobile phone extensively. I think there's a term for it. It is called phantom vibration or ring syndrome. You assume, or it's in your head, it's playing in your head that the phone is vibrating, or it is ringing, or there's a notification tone, and then you pick up and see there's nothing. So there is two things happening. One is you have trained your brain so much that it is habituated to do certain things in that fashion. The other thing is a deeper psychological issue because you, like you mentioned, you're not filling up the time, you're filling up the silence. It's a mental gap. This has to be addressed. So now that we are aware, you're not alone. I'm not alone. And we have also established that it is not a decision, it is just our habit. And habit can be anything. It could be a good habit or bad habit. Now, what is the solution, or what do you think we should do to get out of it, or should we even get out of it?
Talking about getting out of it, it's too far-fetched because I believe behind this, there is a bigger agenda that lies, which of course I want to tell, but not right now, or what I'm feeling about it. Anyway, coming back to this, most of the times we don't use our phones to be entertained. We just want our thoughts to be regulated. So when you're slightly anxious, you check your phone. When you're bored, you check your phone, like we
True.
spoke about before. When we are lonely, obviously, we check our phone. And even when you're unsure about anything, the first thing you do is check your phone. You wake up in the morning, you check your phone. Before going to sleep every night, you check your phone. So I believe it's like I said, the symbol it stands for. It's kind of reassure that nothingness in your life, which is actually essential for your survival, it still feels like something because of this. People these days don't want to dwell on nothingness, including me. So we want to constantly fill our spaces with something, and this phone kind of represents it. I think we have moved into that world where, like you said, it's normalized, and the way out of it is the only far-fetched thing I can think of is first thing you have to replace the phone with a basic model like how we had before. That would solve 100% of the problem. But practically speaking, that's not possible in this day and world.
We might end up creating another problem by having a basic phone, which will let us not get distracted that much. But do we really need to get distracted? Is that a conscious decision we are taking every single day by looking at it? And I rightly agree with you. We cannot do away with this. But how do we deal with it? What do you think?
Self-consciousness is the first step in you need to acknowledge that there is a problem here. Like you are looking at your phone even when you don't have to, and we have to address that within us first. And once you do that, every time I look at my phone, there is a message that drops automatically in my head that says you're looking at your phone is not needed right now,
Mm.
and you're still doing it. Now the second time I still do it the first time, the 5 second later time which I do it again,
Mm.
trying to avoid as much as possible. There's no this can't happen in a day. It has to be a conscious practice. It has to take a few months of practice to get out of it. And I also feel this leads to a bigger question that what are these? I said that the mobile stands as a symbol of reassurance, but why is it a symbol of reassurance, or why a mobile is being made that way? Why do we have a smartphone in our hands? And what is the currency that we are actually paying for it? So it leads to a bigger question, which we have to probably address, maybe not in this video, but eventually we have to talk about the monkey in the back. That is the attention that we are giving to the mobile, the cost that we are actually paying to keep it. And not just mobile for that matter. When it comes to attention, it involves many other facets of entertainment, or to put entertainment as a way of life these days.
So let me sum up. I think
Mhm.
we are very clear in what we have discussed. So to all our viewers, we are not calling you to quit your phones. Yeah. It's not you deleting certain apps, you keeping a check on your activity tracker. where you're spending your time. Phone is very useful. It's an amazing tool, but think about it. Why are you reaching for your phone? All we are requesting you is that next time when you do it, before you unlock the phone and start accessing it, take a pause, reflect on why are you doing it, and then go ahead and do what you have to do. But I really liked how you stepped onto another topic about our focus, about our attention. We should talk more about it in our next episode. For now,
Yeah.
I think this is necessary even. We can't do away with it completely, but beautifully you have summed it up, Raghav, by mentioning that it's all about you need to be conscious in what you're doing. So please try your best to come out of this mindless scrolling or doing something without complete attention to it. So that might sort of help. I don't know if we have really dealt with this particular question, but I'm satisfied that at least I'm acknowledging there is a problem I am facing and I'm not alone. So let's see how it goes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bhuvan. Thank you, guys.